MY22 vehicle, we have a one display unit. To turn it on, we press the home button and you can see it will load. Once it comes on, this is the main screen. So it's quite easy to use. We're going to press resources and that will tell you your starter battery, which is your engine, your leisure battery, which is the back of the vehicle. It's going to tell you about your gas. Get rid of that error message. Someone has left a window open and tried to use the heating system. So it'll tell you about your gas. And then this is your clean water, is on 0%. And this is your dirty water. Think red, bad, danger, is on 0%. And it is telling you to refill. So I'm going to press the back button to get out of this screen. And I'm going to go to switches. I'm going to do our indoor lights. And then we will need to use the switches just in the vehicle, which are located here. On different vehicles, they're in different places. And then the under cupboards have blue light, which is a digital light switch, and you just press it and it comes on. So that is your interior lights. We've got outdoor light, which is just located on the outside of the vehicle. And then we need our water pump on to run any water. And we will hear it chugging away until it gets up to pressure. This vehicle doesn't have any water in it at the moment, so I'm going to turn it off, otherwise it will continue to do that for a long time. If your vehicle is full of water, it will just do it until it is pressurized. Scrolling over here, you don't need any of these options. So we're going to go out using the back arrow. I'm going to go notifications. It's shown we've got a notification, which we saw flash up. This will tell you when something is wrong. So this says window above cowl open. So this means that where the boiler is, it doesn't like the window open, because it could blow out the light in there. So obviously this is a safety mechanism. So I'm going to leave that for now, and you can see it will scroll through and it'll tell you okay. But I just know that that is the window, which is actually where the dining table is. Room climate is your heating. So I'm going to go in here. We've seen me turn on the heating, the gas outside. So I'm going to press on heating. And then in here, we can see it's set to 22 and it's saying currently inside it's 14. So I'm on electric, which of course I don't have electric hookup because I'm at home on my drive. So I'm going to turn gas on and I'm going to turn the electric off. Depending on where you are, if you're on a campsite, you'll be only having the 1800 watts and the gas off, and vice versa. So it depends where you are. So I'm going to go back, and then on this screen, we can see it is pulsing. So that means that it is working. You can speed it up by pressing fast, and then you will hear the blowers in the vehicle going much more rapidly. For now, I am going to turn it off just by pressing turn off, and then it will exit. If you are somewhere and it is warm, you can go back into room climate and we can do ventilating. So this means it's just going to bring out some fresh air from the outside of the vehicle through the ducts, through the inside of the vehicle, and what would usually be the heating. So press that up, it's on number 10, and we can now hear the fans starting to gear up and whirling, if you can hear that, and I can most definitely feel that on my legs. It is quite powerful. Obviously I put it all the way up, just so you can hear that it's working, but if you're doing it in the night time when you're sleeping, you can turn it down and it will become a lot quieter. So when you are happy with your ventilation, then of course you can just turn off and then back to the main screen. We have warm water, which is very similar to the heating. I'm going to turn it on, and depending where you're on, now it's on gas because I've done that with the heating. If we were somewhere and we were in a campsite, we'd turn it on to electric and turn gas off. But for me, right now, it's on the correct setting. And now we can see it's pulsing again, which means it's working. I'm going to leave that be and I'm going to turn it off. And that is all of the functions that you need to know. Here are just some setting with timers, which you don't really need to know. And it is available on an app too, should you wish to download it. Some customers said that is easier to use. But for now, I'm just going to show you to turn off the system. You will go to shutdown, and this needs to be done before you exit a site. If you don't turn it off before you unhook or you turn off your gas, then you could get into difficulties when you stop next. I'm going to leave things on a moment because I'm going to show you the rest of the vehicle.